the stand was gutted. This morning, the full extent of the damage could be seen. Hundreds of plastic seats had melted, and there were gaping holes in the roof. Firemen using breathing apparatus had problems getting to the fire.
It's quite a large building. Every door that we went through, we had to actually break through to get into the stand, through the stand, and fight the fire both from the roadside and the football pitch side.
The boardroom was destroyed, the dressing rooms badly damaged, and club officials were unable to assess the full extent of the damage.
I don't know what the cost or what it will be, because we are obviously fully insured until it's gone into it. We cannot say.
The club's silverware and trophies were badly damaged, but some photographs were salvaged from the boardroom. And the vice-chairman was still smiling, even though his bronze had been destroyed in the blaze.
The boardroom. My God,
Club secretary Nigel Pleasance met building inspectors to discuss safety arrangements, and Saturday's home game with Queen's Park Rangers was given the go-ahead.
Well, and what we said is that we will close it for the Saturday.
Well, the whole stand?
Close the whole stand, yeah, just for the Saturday, and reseat people elsewhere, just to be safe, until it cools down. He said you can't really tell until it cools down, but he said the asbestos took a hell of a lot of heat. And you know, he said I may not be able to tell you till tomorrow. Well, I need to know before then, really. Yeah.
All the club's season ticket holders will get seats in other parts of the ground, and the teams will change at the club's training ground at Trouse, where coach Mel Machin and manager Ken Brown broke the news to the players.
I think if they're anything like myself, it doesn't realise, it almost hit them yet. I couldn't believe it this morning, just looking at there and thinking, well, blimey, you know, there's years and years of tradition there, and it's just gone in a matter of 5 minutes. It shouldn't make too much difference to them playing-wise, other than that if there's no spectators there, that could make a bit of difference. But then that's something we've got to overcome anyway.
Losing the atmosphere?
Yeah, but I think if our supporters rally round well, we'll have 3 sides full out there, and with the help of my big drum, because that'll be in action, we'll get them going. They won't feel lost, I tell you.
Norwich spent over £1 million on the new River End stand. Rebuilding the main stand is going to cost a lot more, but Norwich say it was insured for £2.1 million.
£2.5 million. But this evening the club said Saturday's First Division match at Carrow Road would go ahead as planned. Bob Ledwidge reports.
The central section of Norwich City's main stand was well alight when firemen arrived at 3:30 this morning. The fire was fierce, but manager Ken Brown and chairman Sir Arthur South were relieved that the 40 firemen on duty managed to contain it, but it was no easy job for the fire service. The stand, built in the 1930s, is largely made of wood, and where the fire did get a hold, the effects were devastating. In the boardroom there was little left but badly charred trophies. The fire officer in charge believed it could have been a lot worse.
There's a lot of fire prevention measures built into the stand that's happened over the years, especially when they had the need for a fire certificate for the First Division teams. We've got a lot of automatic equipment in and a lot of fire precautions built into the stand. I think that's done its job tonight.
Tom Armstrong, who retires next week, also paid tribute to his men. As the fire was damped down, the Norwich City chairman confirmed that the club was adequately insured.
Oh yes, well you wouldn't have the 5 or 6 businessmen on the board without that happening, you can be sure. And the other sensible thing about it is we are insured with the Norwich Union, who are particularly a fine company, and we're expecting them to show that in the next 3 weeks.
By daylight it was clear that over 700 seats had been destroyed and the stand itself was in danger of collapsing. Investigators said the fire probably started above the boardroom, where electric cables run through the ceiling cavity. Engineers said the roof and much of the stand was unsafe, but after consultation the club said Saturday's match was on.
Yes, the match will be on. We've had the Norfolk County Council safety people looking at it, and they've told us that providing we can get the roof of the stand off completely.
The whole stand?
The whole stand roof, yes, because it's badly damaged, as you can see, and they're frightened of a heavy wind lifting it off. So they said if you can get the roof off completely and obviously close the stand down Saturday, you're on. So we've got to now work all through the night and get the roof off.
Will you be able to accommodate all the fans in the other 3 stands?
Yes, there are 2,500 season ticket holders in the main stand, and we're going to accommodate 1,000 of them in the River End stand and 1,500 in the South stand. We just asked them if they'll just bear with us for a couple of weeks until we can get something permanent sorted out. but they will all be guaranteed a seat for Saturday.
The main stand may have to be completely rebuilt, even though only 40% of it was damaged. Work was soon underway to remove the roof in time for the match against Queen's Park Rangers. After the acrid smoke of early morning, there was a new danger as asbestos was released into the atmosphere. When fans arrive on Saturday, they'll face an eerie, empty, roofless stand. The players will have to change at the club's Trouse training ground and catch a coach to the stadium. But they can rest assured that the pitch will be perfect. Groundsman Russell Allison will see to that.